All right, so here we are on another episode of the Money Line, and this I think is going to be one of my favorite ones because I have a very special guest, a longtime friend. How long have I known you?
Man, I would say at least 11, 12 years.
11 or 12 years.
Yeah.
So my good friend Ken Akiri, I consider him a good friend.
Kenneth.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Kenneth is a ball of energy and a wealth of knowledge, and I can't wait for him to kind of tell his story and kind of talk about what we talk about. So thank you for being on here, Kenneth.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure, to be honest with you. I've been a fan of the show from day one, and I was like, "Damn, this is awesome, man! It's creative, it's funny, and it's a good synergy of business and sports. So I really love it. So kudos to y'all."
And we're gonna have something new today. And Vince, I didn't tell you about this, but I'm looking forward to it. The second segment, so the first part of our segments are always about business, and the second part is sports. And Kenneth, being an IT and a tech guru, we are going to do something a little different. It's going to be us and our picks against AI and ChatGPT. And at the end of it, we're going to see who does better.
All right.
So just FYI. I like it.
I feel like, can we hedge our bet on?
He didn't give us any warning.
AI picks.
Does he get to pick first?
We can let him pick first.
He can pick first.
And hopefully he can do it. Can you do it in real time?
I can do it in real time.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to do it in real time. So
You're asking this dude
I feel
if he
like
can do
he's
anything in real
cheating.
time.
So with that being said, let's talk about the first part, business. Kenneth, I ask everybody whenever they come on the show what it is that you do for a living. I know you have your hands in a lot of different things. And what it is you do for a living, what it is that you wish more people knew about what you do for a living, and what it is that frustrates you that you wish people knew about what you do.
Got it.
So let's start with, what do you do for a living?
So, good question. What I do for a living, I manage a few businesses, but my core business is a managed IT business called CompU Solution X. And it's a full-service IT business that provides end-to-end IT solutions to businesses around the country. I discovered many years ago that there was a gap in the industry where small to medium enterprises, or SMEs, did not have the financial resources to hire a full-time IT person on staff. And so what they were doing is they were reaching out to companies like the Geek Squad and all these other companies to help augment their IT needs. But I felt that there was a need to create a business that would actually cater to SMEs, small to medium enterprises, and just allow them to have an IT department without hiring an IT company full time. And so that's primarily what I do as far as business is concerned, and I'm able to do that for different businesses, in different industries, whether it's law firms, the city, schools, just various types of businesses, regardless of their industry, and we're able to just proactively manage their resources, their technology needs, and ensuring that we play a crucial role in their success. As a business as a whole.
And Kenneth, I think that's one of the things that really intrigued me about your business and your business model was that, and just for the general public so that they know, do you have a storefront? Are you completely remote, or how does that work?
So another good question. For the first 15 years, so I've been in business for over 23 years. For the first 15 years, I had a business. I had a storefront, not a storefront, but I had an office off of Ella and 610. And then way before ChatGPT and a lot of the large language model narratives that you hear today, about 8 years ago, I decided to think outside the box and find ways to automate a lot of my processes. And that's exactly what I set out to do. I reached out to businesses in Europe. We're already doing this. And I was able to invest into technology that allowed me to automate a lot of what I was doing. Right off the bat, I wanted to be different in terms of how I manage my clients. A lot of companies wait for them to have a problem and then they reach out to an IT guy. That's a reactive way of running a business. I've always been big on managing a business proactively. Don't wait for problems to happen. We're able to spot them way ahead of time. And so what I would do back then was I had systems that would allow me to scan their network, scan their computers, and try to figure out things that were going on. Many people don't know, but computers literally report everything that's happening every single day in something called a system log. So it tells you how it's feeling.
I'm sick.
Every computer does this. Every single computer on the planet. It tells you I'm sick, I'm not sick, things are well, things are not well. It tracks every single thing that happens every single second. And so what I would do back then was I would visit the client's office and then I'll analyze these logs. And then I'll tell my clients, yes, I see that this computer is getting sick. Maybe there's a memory leak, a hard drive issue. Let's fix it before it becomes a big problem. And so 10 years ago, when I decided to go the AI route, I was able to automate these processes. And now technology that I use is able to scan these computers every 15 seconds automatically and tells me exactly what's happening, the state of every computer, the state of a network, and reports this to me in real time every single day. And so I'm able to...
Does that do it for ours too?
It does it for yours.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It does it for yours. And so what it does is it also now, when it sees these issues, it also now fixes them. It does it. It fixes automatically. If there's a Windows update or a Mac update, which is called patch management, it's able to automatically update it and just fixes things on the fly. When I get involved is when it's unable to resolve an issue. Then it sends me a report and tells me, yes, for Vince Station, unable to fix
Too much
problem.
porn.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's watching a lot of porn
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
My Mac is hungover today.
You're not looking at my vids, are you?
You know, one thing I get asked that a lot. People think, so are you watching what I'm watching?
You're not watching my screen, are you?
You know, no. I don't. I've honestly, to be honest with you, I've seen a lot of crazy things, but I honestly don't. I don't invest a lot of time watching what they're watching. I just focus on what it doesn't fix.
Yeah.
And that's been a lifesaver. So the resource that I invested in allowed me to pivot, and I just moved my offices away. I closed shop. All of my offices, I just shut them down, and I just automated a lot of I just started working remotely. Mm-hmm. So my entire team is all automated. And everything we do is done remotely. Companies only see me if there's something that I physically need to do, which is deploy a workstation or hardware. Then I physically show up. These days, I tend to physically show up also just because I love just saying hello to clients. So I'll show up every once in a while.
I'm real.
Yes, exactly. I'm real. I'm here.
Yeah.
But for the most part, a lot of what we do is managed remotely and automatically.
It's so funny you say that. I actually, in the past 2 weeks, we signed up some clients in Central Texas.
Yeah.
And I like to shake hands with people, like, so
Yeah.
they know I'm
Yeah.
real. And I was like, hey, I'm going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to meet in person
Yeah.
just so we can talk, like say hi?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, that's okay.
Yes. Yeah.
You got other things going
Exactly.
on. I was like,
And I think that's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Usually, like in small
Yeah.
town, you
They
know,
want you to-
in the hill country, those types of areas, they want that.
Yeah, they want to see
They
you.
want to see you, that
Yeah.
handshake. But they were like, no,
Yeah.
unless you need to see us, we don't need to see you.
What did he say? He said, I don't need to press the flesh. He needs
Yeah.
to keep working.
press the flesh.
I don't
That's the
really
first time I've ever heard that. Yeah. But,
I like that.
yeah.
You got to use that somewhere else.
I'm trying to press the flesh. All right, cool. I respected it. I was like, you know what? I'll take that. Like, he was like, we respect your time.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do. And I was like, cool.
Wow.
All right.
That's awesome.
So we took that. But that's interesting. Like I know you have like I said, you have your hands in a lot of different things.
Yeah.
What is it about this specific field that frustrates you that you wish people knew? Or actually, let's start with this. What is it that you wish more people knew about in your industry that they shouldn't, that they don't know?
Very good question. I would think that I would want business owners to think like sports teams owners, and have this mentality of, well, let me backtrack. I would love for more business owners to increase their entrepreneurial IQ. I feel like, there's this famous saying, people perish because of lack of knowledge. And I really believe that if people invested more time and energy into understanding business and understanding what they do and how to do it, it would prevent a lot of hiccups on their journey.
Yeah.
And so I would love for people to invest more energy into understanding their business and the team players and the stakeholders in the business, which includes tech. Because when a person decides to start a company and doesn't understand the role of technology and the technology players, I think that's a problem. And I really feel like to go to your next question, it's frustrating when I run into businesses that had an opportunity to partner with someone like me and chose not to, again, based on their low entrepreneurial IQ. And years down the road, I'm driving somewhere in Houston, and then I notice that business is shut down. Mm-hmm. They're closed. Yeah. I always wondered, like, what if they took their time to just invest in that energy and think like a sports team's owner who understood that I need to get a GM.
Yeah.
And the GM needs to get the coaching staff, and the coaching staff needs to get the right players. And
it's so funny. I've used that same analogy with David before.
Except for my Cowboys, who the owner is the GM.
Oh, yes.
And the coach.
So it may not apply with every single team, but
my Jerry Jones here. My Jerry Jones right here.
It all starts from the top. It all starts from the top.
He's not just the owner. He's also the
GM and the player.
Yeah. It really truly does. But I love the analogy because a true owner doesn't go hunting. A true owner makes the right reads, puts the ball in the right hands, and just trust that the team players will do what they need to do to get them a W.
Yeah.
That's what's frustrating is when I meet owners that don't understand, don't have this mentality. Yeah. And it's frustrating because I hate seeing businesses shut down. Yeah. But at the same time, it's a missed opportunity. Right? I don't like, whether I'm on Google and I just permanently closed or because the majority of the clients that I've worked with over the years, it's very rewarding when, whether I'm seeing billboards scattered around town, or I'm seeing that they have multiple locations, that they've grown, or for instance, I've come into a place like, Salazar law firm, and I'm like, I can't even park anymore. It's a great thing to see. It's a great problem, and I love that. So yes,
I think that's one of the things that you and I were talking about before the segment started. Was that one of the things that somebody had told me a long time ago was, do not be afraid to hire people who are smarter than you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think that's
Have you
critical.
done that?
Yeah.
You're going to give that credit to somebody?
I'm giving it to him. I'm giving it to him. I mean, I'm completely ignorant when it comes to tech, and he's shown me so many things about tech that are of value to me, including something that we'll get into later on, which is crypto.
Yeah.
But no, I think that was something that was invaluable, like whenever I was taught that. But you're right. I think people have a lot. There's a steep learning curve for for starting businesses.
Yes.
I would like to say that, the difficulty in that statement is that, and this is in defense of any owner, right?
Yes.
Owners take a nothing product and they build it themselves with their own hands, ground up, and they've nurtured this baby into something grown.
Correct. Yeah.
I can't imagine the difficulty in releasing or relinquishing some type of control over that thing that you've built. Yeah. Right. And regardless that and I understand, and I agree with the belief that you'd want to put others, because you can't do everything, especially when it gets too big. Yeah. Right? But I can understand an owner's apprehensiveness to give up that type of control, especially when he's been doing it for long, right? And they know how to do everything, right? Every part from beginning to end they can do, and probably do it better than anybody they would hire.
Absolutely.
And so they're not going to want to give up. They want it done to this level.
Correct.
right? So I'm just saying, in defense of the owner's not willingness, I don't want to let that go because again, I know what this part should do.
No, I understand that. I think that many owners, the successful owners, they became successful because they overcame fear. I usually think of fear as an acronym: false evidence appearing real. And based on what you were saying, a lot of people that get into business, they have different fears. Things that aren't really real, but they believe it's real. Like, and as a result, it prevents them from trusting in someone that's possibly better than them. Think about Henry Ford and all. Henry Ford wasn't like the smartest guy. I remember he was actually even, he was in a court case. They literally tried him because they said that he wasn't smart enough to run Ford. And one of the questions they were asking him in this case, this real case in early 1900s, they were asking him questions like, can you name the presidents of the United States? Can you name A, B, C, D, E? He said, listen, I don't have the answers to those questions, but if I push any button, I can get the right guy to answer any of the questions that you're asking me. So he understood he had to invest in other players to ensure his success as a whole. And so owners that truly want to be successful have to understand, like, listen, I might have the mind. I created this idea. I had the vision, but I need a team. It takes a city to literally pull this off. You cannot do it on your own. You can run fast alone, but you run far together. And I think that someone who understands this is usually who thrives, in business. And
I think an owner has to trust their own evaluations. Correct. And like you said, get rid of that fear, knowing that, hey, look, I'm going to relinquish some of these, but you have to trust your own instincts.
Correct.
To say, look, I see this person, I see their abilities. That's the one great thing that David's been able to do. Like, everybody has, opportunities. We used to call them not pros and cons, but things where they can get better.
Correct.
But he can see where people are good at certain things. And it's like, the good thing about our company is we all overlap a little bit. Yeah. And so we all help each other. But we know he has a knack for seeing the best part of each individual and what suits them best for a team, which goes into like a good owner, GM, coach,
Absolutely.
or whatnot to kind of like make it all mesh.
Correct.
And you got the other people that you got to put trust into to make it all run together, but
Correct.
It starts from the top.
It starts from the top, and a visionary is able to see, okay, education is not what we think education is. Education is a Latin word for educere. Educere means to lead out. It's not what we've been taught to think it is. We think that to educate means to give me something, right? So we go to school so our kids can gain knowledge, but that's not true. Look up the meaning of the word educere. Educere means to lead out, all right, to awaken. So what happens is that a visionary, I see a guy like Vince, and I see that I bring out the greatness that is already resident in him. He might not be fully aware of it, but my role as a good leader is to see greatness in him and awaken that. Inspire him to be great, to awaken greatness within him. I might see something within you that, oh yeah, he's got a great ability, he's got great skills and talents. I awaken that greatness within him. So as a leader, I feel like successful ones are the ones that have been able to see greatness in others and then awaken that. And that's the key. So, I think if you have that mindset and you think from that perspective as a visionary, as a leader, you'll tend to attract the right people, and that will help accomplish that goal. Because now, because you believed in them, you help awaken greatness within them, which is what what's happened here, for instance. So you've awoken different gifts that they may not have known they had, but you saw that in them and you awoken that. You didn't give it to them; they already had it this whole time, but you awoke that within them.
Very, very interesting. No, I think that's cool, especially the way you said that. I'd never heard of the acronym before for fear.
Yeah, false evidence
that's
appearing real.
That's very, very cool. What is it that you think what is it that you wish the general public knew about your industry that frustrates you that they don't?
The industry or the masses?
The masses.
The masses thinks that they're very reactive. They tend to think, I'll give you a good example. There's a client not a client that is not one of our managed services clients, but just someone that calls us only when they have a problem.
Got it.
You know, and I remember recommending backup solutions and you know, a few other solutions to ensure that, you know, there is business continuity. Business continuity for us is it's crucial. If something happens, if a catastrophe, if your building burned or something occurred, can you continue your business without this computer?
Yeah.
If the answer is no, you need to have us.
Yeah.
Ensure that there's continuity. And so this occurred during the hurricanes, all the floodings.
Mm-hmm.
We had several clients that were reaching out the day of, like, oh my God, Ken, help. Oh, you know, we need help. And I kept thinking to myself, you know, I told you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think I would want more people to understand that, you know, be less reactive when it comes to running your business.
Yeah.
You know, there's a saying that we say back in Nigeria, penny wise, pound foolish. You know, another way of saying it is every day is for the thief, one day is for the owner. You know, and so what that means is, like, you might feel like you're saving a lot of money not investing in tech every single month.
Yeah.
But it only takes one day for something catastrophic to happen. It's going to cost you a lot more.
Yeah.
I would want people to understand terms like cost of downtime.
Yeah.
Understand what your cost of downtime is. If as a business owner, I just interrupted you and asked you, what is the cost of your downtime per day? If you cannot answer that right now, that tells you something. That means you don't understand what it's going to cost your business to shut down for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And so we have calculators for all these things. And so we're able to educate people, business owners that don't understand these things, know what it costs you to be down. So you might think that you're saving money, but the reality is, are you really saving if if you're shut down for 2 days?
Yeah.
Statistically, any business who is shut down for more than 6 days has a 75% chance of failing within 5 years.
Oh, wow.
This is facts.
Wow.
Look it up. If a business is shut down for more than 6 days, they have a 75% chance of being shut down in 5 years or less.
Wow.
This is just fact. And businesses, so I would want them to know this.
Yeah. I think for us, it's funny that one of the things that frustrates me about our field that kind of ties into this is that our clients are looking for the immediate gratitude.
Yes.
And they want the now.
Yeah. They say short-term deprivation for the sake of long-term gratification.
Yeah. And we have, and it's just, I wish, it frustrates me that we have the court system and the legal system is a very slow-moving animal.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
And from insurance companies to courts to, I mean, you name it.
Yeah.
And we try to tell that to people, and they say, yeah, get it, understand. And then why is it taking so long?
Yeah, like, what's going on?
Yeah. And the first people they come to are these two guys. And it's something we really can't, it's hard to explain away when we've already explained it. And
the odd part about it is it revolves around their treatment and care. You know, nothing's going to get resolved until you get better and then some, because there's a process that goes on after that. Yeah. And they call us, well, what's going on? How come nothing's going on? Well, if you're still treating, then that's what's going on.
Exactly.
Like, you're getting better.
What's going on?
Hello, can I get an update on my case?
Yep.
Are you still treating?
Yes.
And that's your update.
Wow. And it's not because we're trying to be crass. It's because it's like, hey, our job is to make sure you get better first.
Yes.
And then after that, we get everything together. We package it up. We move forward with your claim or the lawsuit or whatever we need to do.
Correct.
And it's not like there's a lot that's going to happen until you get better.
Absolutely.
Like, that is the priority.
Yeah, makes sense.
And it's tough because
You say makes sense.
I mean,
not to them.
I mean, it makes sense from the business point of view. Like with you, like it makes sense. Like I get why there's a delay, but they might not understand it. No. But you know,
even when I explain it, that's one of the first things I say. Well, once you get into treatment, the largest part of the process is your treatment. Yeah. Once that's done, you'll let us know. We'll be notified, and we'll start pulling all of your medical bills and records. And so, even if I say that 1,000 times. 3 weeks into the treatment,
you're gonna get that call.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't heard from you, Ray. You're still treating.
Yeah, there's nothing to hear from us about. Like when we will, I promise you, we're gonna get a hold of you. Like we have vested interest in this, but it is what it is. It's just something that that has frustrated us in the past and continues to do so. But one of the other things I wanted to talk to you about is, like I said, you have your hands in a lot of different things. The first of which is crypto, and I, for all 2 listeners out there, I just wanted to tell you, Kenneth was the first person who actually got me into cryptocurrency at least 5 years ago, before COVID. Yeah. And I didn't know anything about it. I was very ignorant to it. And I got in very small. I wish I'd done much more back then, but it took me a while to kind of educate myself on it and learn that it was inevitably going to be the future. And people are hesitant about change, and I'd like for you to kind of talk about that, brush up on it, because Vince now is really into it. So
I'm a beginner.
But
I'm happy to be that.
I mean, you're a good beginner,
I'm just happy to be involved.
Yeah. Personally, one thing about the business that I didn't mention is, about 8 years ago, I decided to switch up my business model and become a crypto treasury. And so I started to add cryptocurrencies to my balance sheet, that way I could actually beat inflation and piggyback off of what I believe was going to be, a huge move in the space. So a majority of the business cash, I would, if a client paid me in dollars, I would put that into cryptocurrencies, and I would, just keep that keep that in my wallets and manage my taxes and everything based on that.
How do the taxes work? I don't understand how they would even know. They're managing your crypto?
Yeah, well, so, clients would 1099 me. So they know that they gave me cash, and so I just had to just let them know that yes, this cash was used to purchase cryptocurrencies, and as long as I wasn't selling it, I wasn't creating a taxable event, and I found ways to utilize. If I needed cash, there are several decentralized finance tools that I could use to get cash. And so that's what I did. So a key aspect of what makes my company very different. Today, we're hearing the likes of MicroStrategy doing the same things. Of course, because I'm not as big as them, the world might not know who I am yet. However, it's something that I've been doing for the last 8 years. I've had crypto on my balance sheets. It's just how we do what we do. We're a crypto first company. When I got sold, was, really about 10 years ago. One of my very good friends, I didn't know that ExxonMobil actually had all these focus groups studying new technology. And so he told me, hey, dude, there's something called Bitcoin that I really need you to know. And I said that, dude, man, I'm not interested, man. I'm focused on what I'm doing. And he was like, yeah. So he told me about it. I didn't really take him seriously. Then about a year later, a client of mine who owns several businesses in Houston, he reached out to me at the gym and said, hey, Kenneth, you're one of the hardest working guys I know. Do you know about Bitcoin? I said, yeah, a friend of mine told me about it the other day, but I'm not interested. And every week at the gym, he would always tell me about this Bitcoin thing. And I was like, dude, I'm not interested, man. And one day he took my phone and just transferred $50 worth of Bitcoin to me. And within a week, that $50 was $300. And I was like, I ran to his office and I was like, dude, teach me everything.
Wow.
Teach me everything. This was 9 years ago. And I promise you, I canceled appointments. Sorry, clients. Now you know what really happened. I canceled appointments. I was literally just days and days and days. I was just sitting on Derry Ashford and Westheimer, just understanding everything I needed to know about Bitcoin, blockchain, the whole 9 yards. And and that's I eventually became a lot better than him. And when I became an evangelist, and I just set out to, I want to start teaching people, and I wanted the world to understand what I just understood. Mm-hmm. And so that's why back then I was really adamant about starting groups and just letting my friends, people that I cared about, I wanted them to know about cryptocurrencies back then. And there were a lot of L's, there were a lot of setbacks in those early days. There was no regulation, so of course we lost a lot. but at the same time, we never gave up. And I just, over the last few years, just kept understanding everything I needed to understand about the industry and about technology. And that's what got me started. So today, definitely heavily vested, and just, I still consider myself an evangelist. I'm always finding ways to help and educate without giving financial advice.
Which we truly appreciate.
Without giving financial advice, I'm always I'm there for people that need help in that sector.
And we appreciate it.
Yeah, you all.
By the way, thank you.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, we actually have a group chat where we're constantly
picking Kenneth's brain,
Kenneth's brains, bouncing ideas, talking about it. So it's just a sector that most people are not familiar with, and it's funny. I have a story. It's a funny, not really a funny story, but I have a buddy of mine who, very close friend, who I told him he was about to build a house. Yeah. And I said, what you should do right now is go in and spend that $100,000 that you have on Solana. Yeah. And I was like, you should do that right now. Yeah. And he was like, well, you don't even get anything for that. That's trash, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And his house is almost done. Yeah. And I said, hey, remember that $100,000 for Solana? I was like, you would have had over $1 million.
Exactly. Exactly.
And he was just like, I don't want to talk about it.
Exactly.
I was like, I told you. And it's just one of those things. But I remember I had purchased, and I wish I had purchased more, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to, Kenneth is telling me to buy right now. And Bitcoin was at $4,000, exactly. $4,200.
I remember that. Yeah, that's COVID time.
I'm just going to buy $1,000.
Yeah.
And I talk about regrets.
Yeah. No, it's all right. It's all right.
I mean, even now, like, I know it's 15 years in, or how far?
15 years.
15 years. Yeah. So I feel like even there's times when I'm like, man, I'm late to the game or whatever. But for the early part of it, I feel like you are, and I still not too late to get into it. There's still so much room for growth.
So much room.
It's ever evolving. There's a lot of unknowns, but it's the future. And as long as you're smart about it and you kind of do your due diligence and you seek out people like Kenneth, then it's got to go up. No, it's gonna go up.
It definitely will. And I think a lot of people don't also understand. It goes back to what we're talking about, business. Understanding what money is. I think once people understand, I'll encourage people to get on YouTube and just look up the history of money, and just understand what money is. Because when people understand what money is, then they'll understand what it is that they're holding in their hands, and they'll understand that paper isn't money. Yeah. I think people have a misconception of what money is. Secondly, people believe that the paper that they're holding is backed by something. Yeah. And it's these are just little misconceptions that the masses have. Yeah. And so as a result, they say, well, I'm not going to believe in Bitcoin. What's backing it up? And I'm like, what's backing up the dollar? And so people don't understand these basic things. And also, most people don't pay attention to a lot of what happens in with the Federal Reserves. So, for instance, yesterday, the majority might not know that, or 2 days, was it 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days ago, that there was a rate cut, right? These are things that the everyday person doesn't care about. Yeah. But the everyday person probably has a savings account that was probably earning 4.5 4 months ago. That's now going to be 3%. Yeah. But they don't know. And so for me, I think it's important when cryptocurrencies, like Solana, for instance, right now on Coinbase is paying 6%. Yeah. Just for you to stake it. Yeah. So why would I put money into a bank that's giving me 3% when I can put it in Solana that's giving me 6.5% if I stake it? People might say, well, that's risky. Well, then I ask you, why don't you just buy a stable coin? Yeah. Stable coins are getting you anywhere from 7 to 14% just to stake it. So why don't you just buy a stable coin? And a stable coin, just for the audience, is any cryptocurrency that's pegged to $1. That's what a stable coin is. So, and stable coins tend to give you higher yields when you stake them. It's like the modern day certificate of deposit. Yep. So
with a much higher interest rate.
Much higher interest rate. So cash that I don't want to invest in I don't. With trades, guess what I do? I just park that cash in form of stable coin, and then I get yields on them. So I'm just sitting on 11 to 14% every single month, versus a 3% at a bank. You know, and so these are just little things that.
Don't they charge a fee to withdraw?
No, there's no fee to withdraw. You just have a 5-day. You just need 5 days to unstake it. If you want a max yield, it takes 5 days. You have to commit to just staking it, and if you unstake it, they'll need to hold your money for 5 days. But if you want a flexible, so you have flex and max. Flex, you can withdraw anytime you want. Max, you need to wait 5 days. So there's some vehicles that I have where I have flex. I need that cash instantly. So if I want to withdraw, if I want to unstake it, I need to unstake it now and get that money now. Flex. They'll give me like 4%. Still more than what they're paying in the banks.
Yeah.
If I want max, I just go max. I'm okay with 5 days.
Yeah.
So these are little things that I'm always looking for ways to make sure that my money is working as hard as possible for me, and this is one of the reasons why I pivoted as well and did not need to have my offices and do a lot of things that I used to do. Is really mostly because of what cryptocurrency has been able to do.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very, very, very cool.
This has been an education.
Ray's over here taking notes.
I got you, Ray. We're gonna add you to the group, man.
I hate when I find out about conversations they have. Oh yeah, we made $9,000 last week. So that to me, I made
So one of the other things I want to talk about before we get into sports is something that I know is near and dear to your heart, and I had no idea about it, but evidently you have a book coming out.
Yes, I do.
Tell us about this, please.
So I actually have, it's a 9-series book. So
Game of Thrones type action.
It's kind of like, just think of like a Marvel, universe.
Okay.
And so I created Guardians of Nature, and so it's pretty much 9 characters that, hopefully the whole idea is it's going to 9 characters that'll show the audience, the reader, the importance of personal belief, the importance of just being able to transform your life, importance of community, importance of love, and your ability to just believe in yourself. And so what I did was I packaged all these attributes into stories that I felt like were relatable to the masses. So these are fictional characters. So this will be, and we have there'll be shorts, animated shorts for these. We already have games online right now. It's not officially launched, but the first book is called Mila. It'll be launched on February 25th of next year. The book is available for pre-order. And it's milathesuperhero.com. We got Mila, Mila, thesuperhero.com.
The Guardians of the Nature.
Guardians of Nature, yeah. So Mila is the first of
it's the franchise.
It's a franchise. So pretty much just think of it as a franchise, and the modus operandi behind this was it really goes back to business again. I got sick and tired of. Yesterday I was at a restaurant in Midtown, and in fact I should have the receipt somewhere here.
Is there a dark?
Let me see that book cover.
Oh yeah,
let me see that book cover.
Nice.
Here's the book.
Is that an AI generated face?
No, so we had it's like hybrid.
Ah.
Yeah, so we had a little bit of AI with a designer, which she's mentioned in the book, and this was interesting because that's the book, by the way.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I was having a meeting with a colleague yesterday, and I got to the front of this pho restaurant, and a guy was like, "Dude, man, could you help me with my lunch?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm late for a meeting." But I was like, "You know what? All right, come on." So I went in, and man, this bro ordered $25 worth of food.
No.
$25 worth of food. He's a homeless guy.
Okay.
He's a homeless guy. But I was thinking, all right, come on, man, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Like
25.
Get a bag of chips and a Coke or something, right?
He got side orders, Coke, water,
dessert.
I'm gonna take it to go.
Can I get the banana pudding?
He went all out. But this is what motivated me to write this book. Because I got sick and tired of just seeing people struggle but they're struggling because, again, of ignorance. If they only knew that they could be anybody that they wanted to be, they would be there. They're only where they are because of their lack of knowledge in themselves. Yeah. So this was a project that was birthed, to hopefully help youth and adult to really get to know themselves, discover who you are first and foremost. Once you're able to discover who you are, then you're able to take those gifts to accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish. And so that's really why this is here. And so this way our younger audiences are not just on TikTok all day or Instagram all day, but now they're actually reading something that's going to truly awaken greatness within them. And that's what this is all about. We'll have again, games, different community projects.
It could be an audio version of that also?
We already have an audio version.
Oh, cool.
In fact, on the website, you can listen to a little bit of chapter 1 on the website right now. So it'll be in multiple languages: English, Spanish, French, Portuguese. It's
Denzel narrating.
I mean, I'd love to, Denzel, if you're listening, I'd love to have your voice. I love your voice.
So your name is you're Mila, huh? Your name is Mila? Your name is Mila too.
I'd love to have Denzel on, but yeah, it's going to be in various languages. It's really why we wanted to wait. The book is ready, but we wanted to give 2 months to ensure that several things are in place. That's what this is all about.
We'll definitely have you back on for the launch of the book. I'm excited to see that. That's very, very cool. I don't know how you have the time to do that, but that's pretty awesome. Very, very cool.
Thank you.
Every good superhero needs an arch nemesis. Is there
yes.
Is there a Dark Lord David in
there's
there
definitely it's chapter 10. Chapter 10.
Everybody's got to fight some kind of internal demon, so
introduces the Dark Lord.
There's a Dark Lord there.
I love that.
And we even have a Dark Queen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah.
So that's cool, man. I definitely got to pre-order.
Props to you, bro.
Yeah, yes.
Thank
if
you.
you haven't gone out there and done it, please pre-order his book, Mila, the Superhero Monarch. I love that. That's awesome.
Thank you,
Kenneth. This has been a wealth of knowledge. Every time I talk to you, it's always like you always talk about something that I am not aware of. You've introduced me to so many different apps, and it's made things different for me, like made things much easier. Yeah. And I really appreciate you coming on and kind of
share. Make homework fun. It's like literally you talk to you and like, I got to go look into that and that. And it's super cool.
Yeah. And it's always a learning. I enjoy learning from you about different things. And I thank you for coming on and teaching or like telling other people about your stories and kind of how they can learn as well.
Thanks for having me.
Moving on, we are going to try something different for the sports aspect. Because Kenneth is a big tech guy, I have decided that we are going to do, basically, Vincent, Ray, and I are going to take our picks on sports, and we are going to go head-to-head against Kenneth and AI.
Let's do it.
And we are going to see at the end of the week who does better. He's cheating. Even better than that, I will wager and say if we win.
Ooh. I'm down.
If we win, I will. What can we have to have some skin in the game for this versus AI?
$50.
$50 is that's perfect.
All right,
I got $50.
Winner
I'm
gets
down.
I was going to say trips to Cabo, but okay.
$50 it is. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, you said have skin in the game. I can't put Cabo chips in.
All right, 50.
So we got a big slate of games this weekend.
Apparently this Saturday,
good ones.
Apparently this Saturday is the greatest football day ever.
That's what they're calling it. There's a ton of games. So we have the college football playoff, and I've already given you guys the four games. The first one I'm going to give you guys is, I'm going to save that one for the last. So the first game I have here is SMU number 10. They're 11-2 versus Penn State number 4. They're 11-2 at Penn State. So Penn State is currently favored by 9 points. Yeah, so, Vince?
I'm taking SMU covering. Ooh. I read articles this morning.
Okay.
9 points is a lot. I just don't know enough. I don't know enough about SMU. I don't know enough about Penn State, honestly.
Same.
But I know they're playing in Happy Valley.
Yeah. There's a chance of light snow.
I think Penn State will cover the 9 points.
I'm with you, David. That Penn State will cover or win. And actually, I don't believe that much in. I believe SMU will
cover
or win because that quarterback he can really throw that ball around.
Really,
he came alive in the second half of the last game he lost.
That first game I saw, the only game I saw of him, I only saw the first half, and he looked like trash.
He looked trash, but the second half,
I didn't see it.
He was amazing. I mean, he could really. It's like he woke up in the second half.
And that was an indoor game.
True.
That's true.
Okay. Doesn't help me, but
yeah,
they all got to play with the same ball on the same field. So my assumption is that unless it's snowing, which you're saying they might.
It said light snow is what the forecast had.
Well, if it's moderate,
SMU's Dallas, they're used to the cold, so and they're an outdoor stadium. So what do you?
What is AI?
What is AI saying?
What AI thinks?
Cheater.
Here's a detailed breakdown of the game. Penn State has the advantage in both offense and defense.
Got it.
Their defense should be able to limit SMU's high-powered offense. And their balanced attack will likely prove too much for SMU to handle. Penn State covering the spread seems highly likely.
So me and AI are together on this one.
Yeah. So and then on the over/under,
you saying Penn State will?
I said Penn State will win.
Yeah, he said Penn State.
Oh, I say SMU.
He said SMU. Yeah. So
they're gonna be within 9.
I don't think so.
No. Then over/under. Penn State has a potent offense. Their defense should be strong enough to keep SMU from scoring a lot.
Ooh.
SMU's defense is likely to struggle, but they won't be able to generate enough points to push this game over the total. So expect
the under.
It'll be under. This should be a low-scoring game.
Interesting. Okay.
That's what AI is.
This is what AI says. So I mean, you could bet against it or go with it.
Go with your gut. Yeah.
Money line. Penn State.
Yeah.
For sure. That's
smart money's on Penn State.
Oh yeah.
And if you want to parlay, it'll be Penn State and then go under.
Go under.
I would say, I think that sounds about right.
Well, Penn State money line. Was it Penn State? Is it Penn State money line?
Penn State money line
and the under. Because don't just say Penn State. Because if you just say Penn State, that means
my bad.
+9.
Thanks for educating me. Penn State money line, guys. And
okay, so the next one I have here is number 7 Tennessee, who is 10-2. Against number 6, Ohio State, who is also 10-2. Ohio State is favored by 7. This is in Ohio State.
Where are you seeing the line? I don't get a line. The line is out already?
Mm-hmm. Over/under on this is 46.
Oh, I see it. -7 OSU. AI.
Is this on this game right here?
Yeah.
This is over/under. I have 63. Did they change it or
wait? I'm
Tennessee
looking at
OSU.
Tennessee and OSU.
Oh, Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has over/under 63. Let's make sure.
Yeah, that's a huge difference. There's some AI is wrong.
Yeah, so yes.
There we go. Keep running that.
This is this weekend. There we go. So this is why you should always fact check any large language model because they do make mistakes. All right. So I do have it at
63.
63.5. So
there's that
your bookie's jipping.
Wait, what is it saying that 63 points will be scored?
It's saying that with both teams capable of putting up points,
Oh, so
it expects the game to be a fast-paced game with a total points to exceed 63.5.
Oh, so it's not running Vegas. It's saying
it's
that's
just saying that's what they think. They're
Okay.
gonna
take the over.
So Vegas thinks they're not going to score more than 46 points.
Got it. So that's Vegas. So 'cause they're different.
No, I love hearing that.
Yeah.
Like that's good to know.
amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so what?
So this is just taking what it understands total. Because keep in mind, FanDuel might have its own. Everybody has their own.
No,
so
I love
this
that.
is just taking everybody. I'd have to be very specific. So if you want to put Vegas, I'll make sure.
No,
Vegas.
you're good.
Okay.
So it's taking all the information from all the web,
and it's coming up with this decision.
Ray's trying to put in
I'm
his
gonna
bet
just
right
hang
now.
Yeah,
Well, I would have taken Ohio State's going to cover.
Yeah,
I'm going to say Ohio State covers. Yeah, 7 points. That's what I think. The spread is 7 points. So does it say whether or not they think that?
Yes, Ohio State should be able to cover the spread. Tennessee's offense has been explosive, but Ohio State's defense is tough and should be able to limit Tennessee's big plays. Ohio State's offense is powerful enough to win at least a touchdown. Touchdown.
Okay.
Money line, Ohio State wins outright.
I think that they're going to cover the spread. I will say one more. I think they're going to win outright, but also cover the spread.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay.
Agreed.
Agreed?
Yeah, and the over.
Yeah, and the over, yeah.
Because, 46 and a half points is just 23.
23.
24.
Right. I'm actually betting that game.
I think that they're going to score more than 23 points each.
No, for sure, based on what I'm looking at. I trust my AI analytics.
There you go. Okay, so I got another one for you. This one is a doozy for me because I can't.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
It's okay.
So does that mean that this goes in a bet because we all agree?
Well, we agree. We think it's going to cover the spread. AI does not think it's going to cover. I said money line.
Yeah.
So that's now on record.
It's on record.
Yeah.
So Indiana 11-1 against number 5 Notre Dame 11-1. Notre Dame is favored by 6.5 points.
All right. What do you guys think?
Notre Dame money line.
Okay.
Wait on AI.
I think Notre Dame money line as well.
Yeah. Indiana lost their only big game
to Ohio State, right?
Ohio State.
Yeah.
Crazy thing is, I read an article earlier. It's like they both, occupy Indiana. It's the first time that they've met.
Oh,
The Hoosiers.
Not ever, but in since the 70s or something.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so it's like supposed to be a big game, there.
Okay.
But I just think that they said the Irish have been since their first. I think they lost the first game or second game of the season, and they've just been on a hot streak ever since.
Yeah.
That's
So
my
Indiana
analysis.
started off hot and then kind of petered out that last game.
Yeah. So we'll see. They're in their home state. So
What does AI say before I
so would this be called a push if we agree and there's a tie?
for this one,
Yeah.
it would be called a push.
Okay. All right. So because Notre Dame is a strong favorite in this matchup, Indiana has struggled offensively, but we'll have a tough time keeping up with Notre Dame's balanced attack and stout defense. Notre Dame should cover the spread comfortably with their strong running game and solid defense. Under will be 47.5. Indiana will likely have trouble scoring against Notre Dame's defense, while Notre Dame will put up points. And then it says the total points should stay under 47.5. Wow. Money line bet, Notre Dame wins outright.
Okay.
I'll take it.
So we agree on that.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. So that's going to be a push.
Damn it.
Yeah.
On that one. And the fourth game, it's okay. We got plenty of others that are going to.
I like to be the contrarian.
Someone's winning. Yeah, someone's winning.
I had that one bet last week where, or the last time we spoke, where I got one. Everybody else went one way, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna go this way." Oh, Cardinals is what it was, and I said, and I was like, "Okay, I take that." But I can't disagree on that.
Yeah.
So next one I have is number 15 Clemson, who is 10-3. And number 3, Texas, who is 11-2. Texas is favored by 12.5 points. I'll go first. I think that Clemson will first absolutely cover. And I think if Texas wins at all, they're barely going to win.
I like that you said it at all. I don't like it not because we're Horns fans, but same article I read going down through all these games, the dude said put the smart bet, or his bet would be on Clemson. I think they're like plus 350
to win.
To win, not me.
Or to cover the spread. Just
they say it's gonna be like 60 degrees and a beautiful day in Austin.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to think
if they don't keep
the Horns will pull it out, but I think it's going to be close.
Yeah.
So I do think Clemson's going to cover.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm loving this bet. Well, AI thinks Texas covers the spread.
Wow.
Texas has the edge in both offense and defense. Clemson has struggled to find consistency this season. Texas, on the other hand, has been playing quite well and is able to cover the spread as their offense will stifle Clemson's offense. And then under is 50.5. Game stays under. Money line bet on Texas to win outright.
I think the money line bet's a smart bet.
Sure.
But I think what AI is getting confused on is Texas's offense. It's deceptive. It's a very strong offense, but they don't score points.
Yeah,
they get into the red zone and then they falter.
And Ewers has been inconsistent the last few times, whether it's because injury related or not.
Yeah.
And I think that he's on a short leash also.
Yeah,
I'll just put that out there.
I agree.
Well, that means.
But how has Clemson been playing though?
They
squeaked out that win against SMU.
Yeah, they did.
Right?
They did.
Yeah.
They beat SMU.
Okay.
And SMU's played terrible in the first half, but they made it a game. Like they made it enough of a game to
that was
lose by
SMU's
just a
only
field
loss.
goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
By a field goal in the final seconds of the game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Texas, and I'm going to say Texas is going to cover the 12 points.
Ooh,
nice.
Contrarian over here.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
I see that. Okay.
I mean, I think the yours is due to have a big game.
I hope so.
They're at home.
Yeah.
Weather's not. It's hidden weather.
It's beautiful weather out there.
It shouldn't be any reason that Blue won't rush for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Clemson doesn't do well stopping the run, and yours will just Cooper rush it and put points on the board.
I think I hope you're right, but I personally think that Ewers will never have another big game.
That's a tough one.
I feel like he plays nonchalantly. There's
he's
like
just
no
like-
sense of urgency, just
lackadaisical.
It's just like
No
whatever.
emotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
We'll see.
Anyway,
we'll see.
We'll call that the Dak Prescott effect.
I hope not.
let's move on to the NFL.
right.
I only have 3 games this week because
Okay.
the rest of them were not attractive to me. But I want to start with the Steelers
Okay.
and the Ravens. So the Steelers are 10-4. The Ravens are 9-5. I did not know they lost that many games.
At Ravens?
In Baltimore, Ravens are favored by 6.5 points.
Steelers covering.
Steelers covering? Yeah. I thought they were going to cover last week against the Eagles.
You're right.
That was
I thought that was going to be a lot closer than it
I did
was.
too.
I thought it'd be a 1-score game out there.
I picked the money line on that game, and that was trash. But I'm going to agree with you. Steelers covering the 6.5 points.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go Steelers to cover.
That's a divisional game, right?
Yeah. So the line doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
They hate each other. I think that they will cover. It'll be a tight game, and I think that Pittsburgh will definitely cover, if not win. And then
What's the weather like?
Steeler weather,
Yeah.
Baltimore weather, same thing. Like they're less than 100 miles apart.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. AI thinks it's Ravens, and it'll be under.
Yeah.
And then it says money line on Ravens to win outright.
Yeah. That's what we figured. Okay.
Under what? What is the
Again, this is the
10.
Yeah.
9.5.
total?
This is under 41.5, which
I got 40. Yeah, so AI is saying that it's going to be an under because it's 44.5.
Yeah. Same here. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the next game we have, and I'm only doing this game because of Ray, is the 8-6 Buccaneers
Damn, you're making me.
playing in Jerry World against the 6-8 Cowboys.
You let Vinny call it. This is our 16th home game.
Yeah. You're the only team that gets to play at home every game. How's that even happen?
And the Buccaneers are favored by 4 points. That's an easy one for me. I have the Buccaneers covering.
Bucks. Same.
Covering?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Your boy Baker.
I believe that the Cowboys are sorry enough to lose it. They're not going to win, but it's a winnable game. Let me say that.
I almost asked if this was y'all's last home game, but
you already know.
The question is
we play every
no.
game at home. I say Cowboys to cover.
Okay.
Yep. AI agrees with you.
They'll lose.
AI. Oh, it agrees with. Okay.
Yeah, with Ray. So Cowboys cover the spread, and then and it thinks that Cowboys, even though like their defense is tough, but it believes that their offense might be tough enough this time around to actually go over. So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
what the Cowboys do stupid stuff. They'll win games they're supposed to lose.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So the last one we have here is the game that's coming on tomorrow, and this is, even though it's our team, me and Vince's team, it's a game that intrigues me because of the playoff picture as it stands right now. So we have the 9-5 Texans against the 13-1 Chiefs in Kansas City, and the Chiefs are favored by 3.5 points.
I want to hear from my negative Texans fans first.
Let me start off by saying I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans win.
There you go. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that.
However, Patrick Mahomes is playing, although I don't know why everybody's been questioning, but the first 2 days of the week he full practice.
Yeah.
And you don't start off that way and then not play.
He's going to play.
And
why do you keep thinking
they only need, I think, one game to secure the bye.
They haven't secured it?
They haven't.
Oh.
Because the Bills are still tight.
Who else would they say besides the Texans? Like, oh, that's the most winnable game. Then Pat, if you need it, we could sit you out.
Yeah.
The rest. That's just kind of the way I'm looking at it. I do think it'll be close.
3.5 points. Can't get much
closer.
closer.
I don't know if it gets closer than that.
But that's how they win every game by 3 points.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That's how both teams win every game. So,
but every win for them besides last week for the Chiefs has been one score game.
Even that game was still a one touchdown, right? They won by
last week was 2 touchdowns, 21-7 or something like that. I'm gonna say the Chiefs cover. It's gonna be probably by 4 to 7 points, but they're gonna.
So they're gonna.
I'll just say Chiefs money line.
Chiefs money line. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because the spread is 3.5 points, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs money line too.
Okay. And
all said, they're thinking it's a pretty equal game. I don't see why they would think that.
Very much so. I actually think that I told David this earlier that the Texans don't have anything to lose, and they're young and hungry. I believe that the Texans are going to hand the Chiefs their first loss.
I hope you're right. I really do.
Right.
So,
where did they lose? Do we know?
What
did they lose to? Where did they lose?
Wasn't it the Chargers or someone like
Some
that?
bullcorn like that. 13 win.
In the last second.
They lost to the Bills.
Oh.
In 11-17.
Okay.
Just recently. So let's see here.
Wow. That's 11-7. Oh, so last time they lost?
They've only lost one game this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Bill, yeah.
Wow.
At
the
Bills.
Chiefs. Yeah.
Wow.
So what do we got here?
So it does say Patrick Mahomes is questionable with an ankle injury. However, it thinks that it says let's do both. I did too. So Chiefs have it covering the spread, and then it's going to be over.
Ooh.
And then money line on Chiefs to win outright.
Yeah.
What's the over under?
So over under, but the global one, the national one is 48.5.
Okay. That means we're scoring touchdowns unless we're blown out.
Yeah.
So that's what AI thinks, 48.5?
Yes.
On here, it's 42.5.
Yeah, it says 48.5. And then if I specifically say, how about Vegas, then it gives me an over of 39.5 points.
Wow, so it's lower. Mine says 42.5.
I got 42.5.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to chat GPT all my bets.
We have it written. We have it coded now. So
everything is recorded now, so we are going to see how accurate this is. Kenneth,
yes.
Thank you so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate this.
Thanks
guys,
for having me. Thanks
cheers.
For
having me. Thanks for another great episode.
Appreciate you coming in, Kenneth.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah, no, thanks for having me
again. I want to thank David for his best Patrick David impression over here.